I'll be in sure.
Oh, cheers, son. Let's throw some in your head. No. Keep it nice and roasty. Don't take much on roll. You got lights on? 6 ages to come on, right?
No, I think it's in the kitchen.
It's called part 2. Go and grab it later. Sorry. There's the thing he's come back on. Alright, later.
Right, no,
it's on in there too, so it is on.
Okay, no sweat. So here you go, try. Did you manage to get the message out that we were going to be back on? Happy days.
It'll refresh it anyway.
People stay on it for another 10-15 minutes. Me too. Night when you with it.
I know.
Them on the
I was on for hours. I was on for a good hour after the live.
Yeah, I know. I can sit for about half
Freedom dancer,
I know.
I can sit there for it.
Yeah, it's just taking its time, to be quite honest with you. I'm going to go off it and go back on.
YouTube.
It's been one of them days. Any comments?
Then you're back in again.
You not in yet?
I was, but they committed, didn't they?
Yeah, there's a new one on, look. I'm alive again. See, we were live. You could have said anything, you know?
Yeah. 60. Gotcha.
60. Thank you guys.
Back up.
Thank you so much for coming back in.
Right, okay. There you go.
Okay,
yes, I'm going to go get mine for you.
Cheers, thank you. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry. Thank you all.
This guy's Belfast saying, don't forget your tail, he's got about a 40-minute delay for your phone to
tell you the phone.
That must be his delay.
Oh, wow. Right, so mine's not too bad. Mine's about 30 seconds, 15 seconds in it. Hello again, thank you for coming back in, guys. You know what I mean? It's just one of them things. God. Falcon controller. Yeah, I was going to say I need some brand new coffees. We're running electric. Well, I'm joking. Hello again. Hello, Seiko. I'm sending these all again. It's Friday. Would you like a time? It's Friday. Would you like, what's that say? A tune? No tunes. No tunes. Happy days. Thank you all for coming back in, guys. I'm sorry about that. Davy Rock, hello again, everybody. Hello. Thank you all for coming back in. I'll let you all catch up. Tell me about it, Galloway Reader. Yeah. Like I say, I do all the videos and everything I do on my own, but there is, like, I do get help, you know what I mean, obviously, just with certain things like technology, you know what I mean, if I have any problems with storage and all that, Caitlin sorts all that out. The echo is the sound of the TV, Freedom Dad. The echo is the sound of the TV. On, and it's
good to me.
Yeah, turn your one down as well. Yeah, it's
it could have been mine as well.
That's gone in it, you can't hear that now. Thank you for that, Gary.
How can I know hear on audio? I tell you.
Big so good evening, Freedom, good evening. Walking disaster. Fuck, you don't know the half yet. Fuck's sake. If you knew the stuff I've left in buses, I even left I left my equipment in a taxi. I've gone from one place to the boat, and the taxi firm delivered it back without charge. I'm just very fortunate that way. Amanda, good to see you. All right, 404. You're talking 404. Was that? Are you on the drink tonight, Galloway? All right, we giggle to yourself. The doghouse, good to see you, mate. Will you bolt? Come here. Come here. Come here. Don't knock everything over, I think.
Get up.
Thanks, John Rankin, back in the house. You're right next to me. Good evening. Good evening. What's that? Natural? Is that natural?
Yeah.
5467.
Ah, that's number 55. You see no right TV bits.
No, above Galloway Reader. Second from the top. Now the Scotland one is in. James G. Welcome back, Freedom Dad. LOL. Yeah, cheers, mate. Foxy lad. Freedom Dad, you need to go back with John for a wee break. I'd love to see big numbers turn out. 12:15 Sandy Row, Orange Hall tomorrow, Freedom Dad. Yeah, there's going to be big numbers, guys. There's going to be big numbers. I can tell you that now for nothing. Oh, mate, I'm sorry. Stacks, man. Stacks flat.
No.
Freedom Dad, I might need a translator for your mate. LOL. Oh, see, got over. Okay, John. Yeah, see, you'll get over. We got him the day. Yeah, busy.
Picked up the full security team.
Yes, he picked up a full security team, so he did. Enjoying the company, listening and driving. Love to you all. Thank you, mate. It's hard to see. Is that John Giles?
Aye, John Giles.
John Giles, long
Aye.
time, mate. How you doing? Good to see you.
Evening, John.
Good evening.
He's loving you driving.
Yeah. Freedom Dad, can you do us all a favour and sing number one bulletin for the lads? No. Alright, mate, it's Frankie. How you been? Alright, Frankie, mate, it's been a wee while. How you doing? Nice things. Hope you're behaving yourself. Still working away, bro? Hit the like, share, subscribe button, guys. Thank you. Number 252449990. Like a prison number, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
A prison number? Yeah, John
I keep
Jones.
getting new tattoos.
What's
The
that?
prison number.
Yeah, I know. I got about 4 prison numbers I need to put
Do
on.
you know the one?
You get one for Northern Ireland, one for England, and one for Scotland. Cross community chat doesn't need any songs, just chat. Correct, Galloway. That's Foxy Lad's probably had a drink. Are you coming back? Are you coming? Yeah, I'm back and forth. Bro. Your shoulders in it. You're almost in it. He doesn't want to be in the papers on Sunday. So you don't want to be in the papers on Sunday. He doesn't. Hey, come on, man. Everybody else has been in the papers.
I think done.
Oh, you were? Oh, you were in the Sunday World, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. I forgot about that. Yes, he's already been in the Sunday World. I got my name in case I forgot it. Yeah, good on you. Long gone are the days driving around in the back of panic trucks. I think it's a TV's a long way away. Absolutely amazing. She's doing absolutely amazing. Chubby, but so was I when I was a baby. And everybody says she's a double of me, so I'm chuffed. Hit the like and share, subscribe. Cheers, guys. Cheers, mate. I hope you're good over there, mate. Back and forth, like I say. All the dogs are doing great. The dogs haven't changed. They're still on the lives. Still bring them on, mate. So do Frankie. They're still popping on the lives. The guys would miss my dogs if they didn't see them any every now and again. Miss you, mate. Thank you so much for that, mate. Still going hard at it. Newspapers are only next day's fish and chip paper. Yeah. I know how many people. I know, but then it goes online, guys. You know what I mean? The way it works now, it goes in the papers and then they put it online all during the week. Keep fighting. I will do, Frankie. Thank you so much, mate. New dodgy man walking up a shankle a day. Few dodgy men walking up a shankle a day. 999. No, you're talking to Seco. Where's the next demo? Tomorrow. Tomorrow, it's all happening tomorrow. How are we in? Eh? What are you up to?
Peaceful.
Yeah, always peaceful. We love the K9 Patriots. Thank you, Londonderry. Enoch Burke in jail. Judge would not allow his father and brother in the court. Absolute disgrace. Yeah, well, this is where we're heading to. This is where we're heading to, guys, and pay attention to what's going on.
What about the mother? Did she get in?
Who?
His mother?
No, none of them got in. Health and safety put a step to the newspapers years ago. It's more used like bog roll now. Yeah, that's where we're at. Like, Patriotic Media, good to see you. Well done today. Great work reporting. I don't know if you put the video out, but I know you've been away reporting on the Chimney Corner and what was going on there today. Apparently, a bus driver spotted somebody throwing something into the bushes, and they thought it was a viable device or a pipe bomb. Or, you know what I mean? That's quite a lot of these things are apparently being found out in Northern Ireland, but it's mostly to do with the dissidents, INLA, targeting patriots in Catholic areas. So that's where we're at in Northern Ireland and Belfast right now. Ballymena judgment, what a disgrace. Yes, I want to make it clear that there was no court trial. It was just the charges were dropped. And yeah, there's a lot of people angry about it, guys. You know, a lot of people are questioning a lot of things about this case. And, you know, like I said, I've done a video today saying, you know, this is the reason why it's happened today is because of the demos tomorrow. So we've got an Israeli demo, we've got the Big Ladies demo, we've got a flag demo that's been going on for weeks and months and well over a year now outside the City Hall every Saturday. And that is linking up with a parade with the Boyne Bridge, so the opening again. So there's going to be a lot of people in the town tomorrow. And on top of all that, the Palestinians are having a demonstration in Belfast City Centre at Riders Square, which is next to Ombudsman. So, yeah, it's going to be a busy day. Patriotic Media, where are you going to be stationed tomorrow? Great reporting from Bangor tonight. Great job. Good wee interview with a woman. You know, she didn't mince her words. Fair play to you for hanging on to that interview. Not too sure if I would have went the hog with it, like, but fair play to you. You know, you're doing really well, and everybody is so proud of you. Everybody, all the patriots around you and know you. Are
His
just
Belfast were shouting for him.
what's that?
His Belfast were shouting for him.
Yeah. He's bad. Well, you know the crack. You know the crack. But fair play to you. Well done. I know. I know. It's a kitten. It's a kitten. I don't even know the cat's name. Do you know this name?
Cat?
Yeah, cat. You're just a cat, aren't you? Clan Earn, yeah, that's correct. They're not an organisation, they're a group of guys, of patriots, Catholics.
His name is
Reggie. His name's Reggie, guys. Right, Reggie? Right, mate? Londonderry, Patriotic Media, for a woman you have nuts. Yes, our women are amazing in Northern Ireland, guys. Look at our wee Lindsay, the pocket rocket, you know what I mean? They take no prisoners. No prisoners. Kendo, our wee Jack Russell is going nuts with that cat in your lap. I'll hate him. I'll hate her. Reggie, it is a guy. You are a wee guy, aren't you? Wee dude. I've stopped the post chargers. Say Glenn, I want to get cold. I would get cold looking at him. Yeah, no, she can hard out, shouldn't I? Evening, my wee online Freedom Dad family. I've been listening, was munching on spring roll. Space get that. Good to see you, mate. Bernie, good to see you. Remember to take our flags with you. Yes. Hit the share and subscribe button, guys. People retreat, regroup, numbers, new year. Just listening tonight, no problem. Zombie Osh. So yeah, we were talking about the benefit system, weren't we, before we were rudely cut off, and the money that's you're able to get from the government, you know. Yeah, you know, like I've been in that situation, you know, I'm diagnosed with complex PTSD and personality disorder, and obviously they've always tried to test me for what was that our fucking thing, man? There was something else, and I've always refused to get tested for it. Um, but you know, as I've done videos about mental health, mental health isn't static. Mental health moves with the time. You move, you grow, you mature. You're constantly learning. The brain is constantly changing, and you can be in a situation and suffer from mental health, but it doesn't mean you're always going to be in that situation as long as you don't take tablets. And this is for entertainment and educational purposes only. I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving anybody advice. And if you've got any problems with mental health or anything like that, you should go and see a professional. But what I'm trying to say to you guys is, you know, it's okay to be depressed. A lot of people do get depressed because of the world we live in. It doesn't mean you're suffering from depression. And you know, there's we talk. We've I've done a lot of talking about mental health, and as I went through, you know, as you know, that me losing my wife and then having a baby and everything, or being a late dad, and the stuff that come along with that, and everything else that you got to deal with in life. You know, so there, I know how it all works. You know what I mean? And you know the kind of things. There's things that you can do, and a lot of people will do it. And I don't know what the percentages is, but I imagine it's 50-50. I imagine 50% of people here are getting benefits for mental health or for what do you want to call it, adult disability or PIP, or acting it to get the money because it's easy enough to do. You know what I mean? And then there's obviously 50% that truly need it, and it's just like the foreigners. It's just like the guys that are coming in, the extremists. When we say there's moderates and there's good Muslims and there's bad Muslims, and like in every religion and every culture, but the problem is we can't tell the difference. You know, it's the same with medical stuff and all these things. You know, these guys coming over, they're coming over, and you know, I know one guy who came over here for asylum, got sickness benefit, PIP or adult disability because he snored all night and it kept him awake. You know, and he was sleeping all day and just crazy, some crazy stuff, you know what I mean? But people who know how to work the system know how to work the system. But the problem what we've got with these guys coming over is that we've got NGOs, we've got people showing them exactly what to do. Because most of them are using translators, and it's just like back in the day in the working class areas. You always had somebody in your area who could fill out the forms for benefits. Everybody had them. And that's the truth. We had these guys. So there would be an expert in every area that you would go to fill out if anybody wanted to get benefits. Oh, get me on benefits, bang! They would fill it all in because there's tricks and there's things that they look out for, and you just need to say these things and you'll get it. So it's easy enough for us to do. And like I said back in the day, people used to frown upon it. Nowadays, people are going, well done, and it is being set up in a way where they're giving people that much money. Like I say, I don't claim any benefits. I have no other income but buying me a coffee. But it is easy enough to do. You know, it is very easy to milk the system. Everybody knows that. And we got people out there working really, really hard. And I know this, I've told you this, I've brought this 100 times. My friends who work really hard and they're struggling to make ends meet. They're struggling. You know, they're out every morning from 6 o'clock. Sometimes they're not getting back to 7 o'clock, doing crazy hours, doing really difficult jobs, and you got somebody down the street who's not getting out of his bed till 12 and receiving 3 grand a month. You know what I mean? And that's where we're at, and that's the problem. And I'm not calling anybody out or anything else, but this is where we're at. We're a benefit haven for anybody that wants to come here and milk the system. That's the attraction. And now we've lost the 2 cap, which is I want for Northern Ireland, and we need to work on that and make sure the 2 cap doesn't affect us in any negative way, and we use it as a positive thing, and we get a government that promotes families and rewards mothers and fathers, locals, natives, Ulster men and women, Irish men and women, whatever you want, whatever floats your boat, whatever you fancy. And yeah, so the problem we now have is that all these people now that are here milking the system, who are having big families, who we are know that's a cultural thing, you know, whether it's to do with birth control or whatever, but we know that a certain demographic have plenty of children, and sometimes they have plenty of children to multiple wives. So that's a problem because we're still not having children. We still can't afford it. You know what I mean? So Yeah, it is a battle of children. That's the truth. It's a battle of changing. We need more people to be born than dying, whereas at the minute more people are dying than being born, which will put our population in decline without anybody coming in, without any threat. Our population will decline. And that's one of the reasons why they say they bring mass immigration in is because our population is declining and they need to replace the workforce. You know my argument about that. They're replacing the workforce because we won't do the jobs that are difficult because they won't pay the right money. And our doctors and engineers and our nurses are travelling all around the world to get paid the right money, what they deserve to be paid, while our government won't pay them. So therefore they bring in cheaper labour across the board for the jobs we don't want to do and for the doctors, nurses and engineers. And on top of that, they're taking the best out of the most vulnerable countries around the world and bring them to here, which leaves them countries even more vulnerable. So you all know that. And so another bit of news today, what for today is Donald Trump has put a complete ban on any immigrants or any asylum seekers coming from third world countries. Now, for people to understand what that is in layman's terms, I'm going to put it simple to you: no more Muslims. That's what he's saying without saying it. That's how you can look at it, and that's what I believe what's happening. When you look at most of the third world countries around the world, you know, we're talking about Afghanistan, Pakistan, Iraq, Syria, and the rest, you know, and obviously they can't just bar Muslims, you know what I mean? They've got to, you know, there's got to be, I don't know what the word is they use, but they've got to be conservative about it. But they know that the people doing the attacks are coming from Islamists. Islamists come from the religion which are majority Muslims, um, whether they're Shia, whether they're Sunni, whether they're Wahhabi, you know, it's a problem, you know, and that's the evidence is there. So America is weighing it up and looking at it logically and going, right, that's enough. And you know, at the end of the day, this is what we say: we need a complete cessation of mass immigration to find out who's in, how many's in, and take stock of what it's going to be like in 20 years' time if we keep running the way we are. Because there's no point running. There's no point in stock of what's going on while it's still filling up. When you've got the glass that's overfilling and it's just overfilling, you know, how can you fix anything? You've got to stop it, make sure it doesn't overfill. You're full, and then you work on the way of getting it down to a moderate level where it's feasible to for us to hang on to what we know as a culture. And you know, at the end of the day, guys, the government probably just don't want us to hang on to what we know. The government don't want. You know, they want everything. Everything is happening. Like AI said to me today, if what you're saying is true, then everything's going to perfection for the people who are trying to replace us in the whole of Western world. You know what I mean? So let's see some comments, guys. Will Ballymena erupt with these two Romanian getting their case withdrawn? I hope not, 40 pants. I hope they understand what's going on. I hope they see that, you know, there's many ways to skin a cat.
Ja, was je Ballymena in the chat?
Is there, who is it?
Amanda?
Amanda from Ballymena. Good to see you. He's told all the embassies to report back what's happening. Yeah, everybody in the world and everybody around the world is horrified of what's going on in Northern Ireland. Everybody around the world is horrified of what's going on in England, Scotland, and Wales. Can you imagine what the Irish Americans are going on, how they're feeling right now? You see all the big YouTube channels. You see Rogan. You see Tim Pool. Who else is there? Ballymena is waiting for the right excuse. Amanda, I hope my mum lives slap bang in the middle of it in Harryville. I hope not my mum's, yeah. So, you know, as we know, guys, and as everybody understands, the violence doesn't get us anywhere. As you can see, it creates, whenever there's violence, we get, oh, the racist, oh, the far right, oh, the poor refugees. It doesn't do anybody any favors. It doesn't do the people. We're trying to get across those problems, and all we're doing is creating more division in our own communities because people believe the news, they believe Nolan, they believe all these reporters, they believe the BBC, they believe Channel 4. Not everybody's awake, not everybody understands that the mainstream media in all our TVs is landing and silencing the real voices of the people who are trying to protect our futures and giving a voice to the people who are helping destroy the future of our children and our great grandchildren. And that's the bottom line of it. So yeah, Louder the Crowder, another big massive YouTuber, Muslim countries, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Kuwait, Bahrain, Malaysia, etc. Third world, and are more advanced than the UK. Yes, you're right. So your third world comment is factually incorrect. Well, I don't think it's factually incorrect. I think whenever the person who was responsible for shooting that police officer and then putting into context what Donald Trump has made in the statement he's made, yeah, I do believe that, and some of these places aren't as extreme. Can't talk about Saudi Arabia or Qatar or any of them countries. They have Wahhabi as their religion, and they fund quite a lot of mosques and they support the Muslim Brotherhood in quite a lot of countries. So, but yeah, quite a lot of them other countries are quite moderate, without a doubt. Muslim nation, yeah, Oman, yeah, you're right. I mean, you are right. There was peaceful things, but if you can read between the lines, there's no other reason Donald Trump has come out with this statement. I see you're highly educated by inability to read. Well, thank you for your comment. You know what I mean? If that's the best you can do, like take the piss out of my inability to read, then it speaks very highly of yourself, my friend. Stick your comment back up at the dairy. Yes. Oh, why did I miss it? You can read them out, Where are you going?
I don't want to, mate.
What?
I don't want it.
No.
I
was relaxed of the Old Testament. I have God's wrath by my side. The hostels in Ballymena doesn't do the place any favours. Wee donkey, I adore your accent. Oh. Feeling that in Moneymore today, 3 well not from the
wee bits must sound the same as me.
of man and unknown man moved into a housing estate. That's 12 now from August. That's all you can do is keep an eye on it. I suppose we have a woke teacher in the crowd. It's a pity they can't read. We have a woke teacher. yeah. Exactly. See, we don't want to sound too racist, lol. I know. Where is it? Where am I?
See how you wanted to mathematician.
Right away. You see? 40 pants, not content. Ballymena judgment is lefty gaslighting. Yes, definitely. So yes, we got John. We got John. In the Freedom Dad chat, I've just done doing a wee bit of late evening shopping at Tesco's. Ards waiting to be picked up. Hello, Billy Baltic. I know, Lady J. I know. Don't hide so much, John. I know. He's trying to stay there. He's already been in the papers, like. But now they know who he is.
You just didn't think it was in them that much.
What's that mean?
Some of the stuff they do.
Give me 2 seconds, guys. See what's on. Don't be shy. Give it a try.
Don't be shy.
We're the best.
Can you see that working?
What's that?
Don't be shy, shows you.
No.
Look, here the cat's burning. See how you feel. I don't know if you can hear that. Lady G, if you heard from Ayrshire, I know she was going into hospital, wasn't she? To get a chest checked. I see you laughing, number 55. I know Max Sense murder. Oh, you like to see that here? Max Sense unalived. That doesn't sound like Taggart, doesn't it? No. Right, patriotic media. This is weird. You want to say something? But that wasn't a camera. Right, any questions? I do the BBC fair. Two guys from London.
Who's
Right,
Kevin?
you get Romanians and then you get Romanian gypsies. It's two different tribes, basically. Allegedly.
Oh. You're doing a brilliant job, lads. Thank you, Caroline. How long are you over
I'm
for?
trying to read them.
He's over for a few days.
As long as the water goes okay.
Hello, Michelle. Back in again.
Yeah.
It's hard to watch,
Okay.
Kevin. You know what to do. Silver Fox. Who's this, Kevin?
I don't know.
Thank you, Royster. EBFD, yep. Kendall, Kevin, thanks for adding to the reach of the stream by your pathetic interactions. I've missed them. Have we bought them? Keep them in.
No, I don't know how to add people. I don't use my
Oh, right.
phone.
Right, moderators, go easy on the trolls tonight. Yeah, that's a good question. Why did one Roma flee the country if he wasn't guilty? Yeah, you're right there, mate. Window man, oh mate, it would be like.
Only one day, bro.
Yeah, aye.
Window man, you all meet one day.
Please will you let our check know we are thinking about her? Yes, I've got direct contact with our check. You don't miss much. He was a shade tool. I'm sure not here. Hope she's good. John sounds like Rob C. Nesbitt, LOL. I'm going into live and I'm going to live in the hills of Mourne to get away from Steeple. Anyone want to join?
That's just the West Coast.
The Moorlanders Army. What do you think about Iraq? Lord. Yes, I know it's shocking. Like we were talking about that the other day, so we were actually. You know my thoughts on that, guys. What time will you be live streaming tomorrow? Don't know. Saxon Port packed. I might be handing the lives over to somebody else tomorrow. See what happens. Policewoman stood in court and said she could connect the accuser to the charges. Nornell the Scotland tomorrow needs to be one of the biggest attendance in the city hall since the Paisley March. Yeah, I don't know if it will be that big, but yeah, we are looking for big numbers tomorrow. Mountains of Mourne, Freedom Dad. The Mountains of Mourne. Yeah, I've been up them many a time. It's okay, 40 pants, you do that, mate. Emerald, how you doing? Is there a Palestine March tomorrow? Yes, there is. I think it's starting. What you can do, like, so you don't need to keep like asking and not knowing. If you go to the Parades Commission, if you just put in the Parades Commission, there's only one Parades Commission, I imagine, you know what I mean? So put in the Parades Commission and it gives you the dates of all the demos. A lot of these people, anybody that does a demo has to go to the Parades Commission and get sort of permission, not permission, but they need to know what's going on and let them know we're doing this and this time, and you know, so they can make sure they close off roads and stuff like that. Kevin, great to see the gullible viewers you attract when I get mentioned numerous times. Thank you. You know, you've everybody has their part to play, Kevin, and you're obviously fitting in quite well, mate. I'm going to ask you the same thing I asked you on the way in as on the way out. How are you? I'm good, mate. I apologise for missing that. That's Matt. Space okay, where are you getting from, like Kevin? If I buy you another cherry for the top of your bun, will it make you smile? I bet you Kevin's bought me a coffee, so he always gets a notification that there's a live coming. No, they're not raising the flag at the City Hall, guys. That's not happening. Came out official today. Freedom Dog was a wee bit preempted with it. I said it a couple of days ago. Scotland in the World Cup. Who'd have thought that?
28 years ago was the last time they done it.
Some people in England are saying the Irish have lost their fight putting up with these invaders.
You've got cheek.
No. Yeah, there's nothing we can say about what people think, you know what I mean? All we can do is we can do what we're doing. I know, Super Patcher. Maybe it's maybe Kevin is Super Patcher.
Maybe I anyway, I've fucking done one.
Matt, may I leave you with some music as an exfil? Oh dear. I daren't ask. You never know, Kevin might make you our new you never know, Kevin, we might make you our new pets and Super Patcher hasn't been around for a while. Now we never keep trolls never stay. They can't handle Freedom Dance Tunnel. So they can't.
Super Patch lasted well because
He did.
The comments, didn't he?
Yeah, because
With the
he
videos.
used to still comment
He
on
watched
the
the
videos,
videos,
yeah.
man.
For a good wee while. He's probably had his mum's probably took the internet off him.
Oh,
you know.
somebody told him what the carpet.
Where the fuck that come from? Oh dear. Don Carter, how you doing, mate? Big up from California. Happy days. Sunny California, I hope. Because it's cold Northern Ireland. Thought I was showing when first tunes in here. Thought I was when first tunes in here. Get that one.
Mickey's hanging his head.
Oh, they're going fast, aren't they?
They're rapid,
They
man.
are rapid, man. How many's in the chat, like? Has power when it's
32.
charged, scares the Scott Galloway. Rebellion, Terrence. I haven't seen the sun in about 4 days. Fuck's sake, man. All right. All right. How you doing? Ali Bo. Peace out, mate. Have a good night. There's been an incident in Bristol. Well, like I say, I'm never surprised at incidents in Bristol.
This is like Kevin.
The Skeptical. Is that what we're reading? Skeptical? I've got a cousin called Kevin. He's sure to go round heaven. That's a song.
That's a poem.
Is it a poem? He's a poet and he doesn't know it. Yeah, yes, yeah, I've seen it. Very, very good, man. Forced hard. It's the same here. The Englandshire pigs and the news never let you know about any Wild West judgment. Next level. Oh God. Window man skeptical. He'd flick a kick, and I didn't know.
Mini legs.
Fergal Sharky. Fergal Sharky, of course. What are you doing? You stop biting me.
Teething.
Teething? Couldn't bite me. But yeah, you rooster. Yeah. You want the fight? You want the fight? Yeah. Bite me? I'll bite my fingers. Like that. Don't dig it in. Ow. It's a song, Frigate. The good. Yeah, I remember Fergal Sharky. Happy Christian brother. And all the. I was sore.
Fuck it out, Andy. That was a joke.
Right, calm down. No. Right, you're going to get taken away. See you later. Come on, get him.
You're just about to bounce a ball out the window.
This is about the ball out the window. Oh. Happy Christmas, LOL. Cheers, Mystic Media. Have you ever thought about getting sponsored by a? I get loads of offers for stuff like that, but I don't do nothing like that. A true heart these days is hard to find. Yeah, you're gonna start me singing, but not tonight.
Here goes song that.
The cat's a lefty. Cheers, Ragnar.
Ragnar could take you in the boat.
What's that?
Ragnar could take you in
Oh
the
no,
boat.
oh no.
See what
Yeah, I'm
that's.
not skeptical. I'm not a big cat lover myself, to be honest with you.
You don't bother me.
I may be mistaken, but the parade routes for the bands and lefties finish at the city hall. I don't know, like, I don't think they'd be. Well, we'll see. We'll see, kind of way.
No, that's the kind
Yeah.
of thing they would do.
What's your thoughts on the situation in Lithuania and the Baltics
It's cold.
in general?
It's freezing.
I mean, I've got enough going on with Northern Ireland right now. We've got, honestly, mate, I don't get involved in nothing that doesn't concern us in Northern Ireland.
In Scotland.
I don't think it was meant to tickle. No, it wasn't. He's normally not too bad.
Mystic Media. They're from London, aren't
Thieves.
they? Mystic Media. Then we met them in London.
Mystic Media. Oh, is that
Lovely.
what? There was that.
Aye,
Oh,
he's-
right, Mystic
yeah.
Media. That's right. We met you in London, didn't we, mate? Oh, right. That's right. Fuck's sake. You got to remember me these things. I meet so many people. Does anybody know why the charges were dropped on the Romas? Lack of evidence is the only reason any charges get dropped, mate. You know,
Allegedly.
it's as simple as that. Like,
It's free
if
donkey.
dogs are man's best friend, what are cats? I'm not going to answer that. My Ridgeback and I miss that. I miss my Ridgeback so do.
Oh, see.
Is wee donkey from around?
Oh, see, no.
No,
I'm from West Coast.
it's from the West Coast, guys. Donkey is from the West Coast. That's all we're going to give you. Is like, obviously for the obvious reasons, not for my community, our community. We trust these guys, but you know, there's a lot of lefties and everybody else that watches Freedom Dad. Freedom Dad read Animals Farm by George Orwell. Yes, I think I've read it. I've read it in the jail. Loads of books, like not so many recently. I've got a couple of books I need to read, like, you know what I mean.
You need to get you first.
You need to get to jail first. Case was
When else you got to be able to read them?
I know,
The
mate.
business.
No, I'm just about reading messages right now. Case was withdrawn with both Romanians due to new evidence, apparently. Due to new evidence. Okay. I had a friend called Donkey when young, LOL. Police overreach as usual, Mystic Media. Yeah, as always. Hope to see you all tomorrow. Okay, Amanda, thanks for popping in. Yeah, it's always a difficult case, as you know, guys. Can I get a coffee? No, this mate keep safe. Yes, definitely. I'll give you a shout. So, I'll send you a message. If it's late, mate, it'll be there for you in the morning. I'll let you know where we're meeting up. See you. Saying good night, Amanda. So yeah, I think I've covered everything everybody's asked about. We talked about the TCAP, the problems with that. We're talking about the benefit system and how they've made it even more attractive for more people to come over now. Galloway Raider, hey, make your own. Is that Freedom Dad? The kettle's in the kitchen. Why they don't tell you what's going on? You don't know what's going on. Yeah, that's right, mate. Galloway Reader, this damn keyboard is broke. Yeah, blame the keyboard. Bad workman always blames his tools. I was listening to my music and remembered it's easy to top out. We have to stay in. I have been watching you for quite a long time now. Do you think Northern Ireland will be too slow to react? I think we're ahead of our game right
This
now
is
in
West
Northern
End.
Ireland. I truly believe that. I think we've got more chance than any other country around us, i.e. Scotland, England, Wales and Ireland, you know. I was just going to type that for them, Dad. Number 55. RAF bases in England are on high alert. Bang, LOL, Matt. Then the dirt is gone. So, as always, guys, thanks for coming in. Anybody got any questions? Anything you want me to talk about? Any tools? Want to give us a laugh?
That character there I was talking to,
Who's that?
was it Seawinder from
Yeah.
was talking pants? Oh, I've answered the name.
Stacks Flats, we've got quite a lot of demos tomorrow. We've got an Israeli demo, we have a Flags demo, we have a Bands demo, we have the Pink Ladies demo, and we have the Palestinians coming out in force tomorrow in the city centre. Tomorrow, if I'm not live, it'll be Patriotic Media. Keep an eye on Patriotic Media and keep an eye on you're going live TikTok, Donkey on TikTok.
Aye, right.
So what happens when our voices are not being heard and our marches mean nothing to them? So when you're saying what happens when our voices are not being heard, so the people that aren't going to be, if they don't hear our voices, is the politicians. Northern Ireland's a different kettle of fish for our politicians. It's a very small. So we've only got 1.5, 1.6 million people in this country. You know, there's nowhere to hide. There's nowhere to hide, and it's down to the politicians. Would you want to be making them kind of mistakes? Would you want to be replacing the people who fought and died for so much in this country? You know, we've got so many traditions and cultures on both sides of the borders, both sides of the divides, both Protestants and Catholics, got a lot of heritage. A lot of people have died for this country on both sides, and we're not going to let that go anywhere. We're not going to let somebody come in and take our murals down and take our statues down and take our paintings off the walls in the city hall. It's not happening. And you know, you'll see that as we go forward. You know, it's everybody knows it's not happening. You know, at the end of the day, I talk about sleeping giants. They're there. They're sitting there and they're grumbling and they're rumbling. Please believe me. Just because they're not coming out, just because you're not seeing the numbers in the street, please believe me, they're there.
Right, yes, sir. These are bill.
Galway wasn't the Parades Commission supposed to stop conflicting parades, or was that?
When
Yeah, you got a point there. We'll see what happens tomorrow, mate. You know, can't judge on it.
These are wee message, right?
Yes, there is indeed, Kendo. It's down at the other end. That's where the guys are. It's so when you go down, when you're standing facing the Marina Court Hotel, and to your right, so you go right down until you get to the bend. There's a bend right down. You'll see white houses and there's like palm trees. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the other one. Is that you off, John? Take care and have a good night. Put your coupon on. Coupon up. What's that? Copper coupon up. LOL. Sorry, it's a bit late. It's a bit late, guys. You gotta forgive me if I'm missing some of the jokes. They have run here. They have run their course. Have been weighed, measured, and found wanting. Correct. Correct.
TikTok 55. 40 Banks needs to make a TikTok then. Doesn't even need to put his name in it.
Yeah, just make a TikTok. Coupon face. Coupon face. Yeah, got it. FB is plenty enough for me. LOL.
Oh, I know who sent that to him.
Pink Ladies. Who's
number 55.
What's
Because I only sent that in a certain
Coupon face.
message. Aye.
Yeah.
I sent that in a certain message.
Oh, does he? Yeah. See, we're like we detectives, isn't it?
Yeah.
We have got online detectives, by the way. You know, to do a lot of work for Freedom Dad. I understand what you're saying, but up around my area is not being talked about. Yeah, what were you talking about? What area is it? can King Charles do anything about all these migrants? He's not leaving a good country for his son William. No, King Charles has done a lot of damage.
That's what Mystic Media is saying.
What's that?
King Charles is as corrupt.
He's as
Is
corrupt
it?
as the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I lost my faith in King Charles when he opened the doors to Islam, and they were basically preaching the Quran in Windsor Castle. You know what I mean? And you know it was a first. You know what I mean? And you know, allowing London to be decorated for Ramadan, which was the only country in the world. And listen very carefully what I'm saying. You know, London was the only country in the world to put up decorations for Ramadan. You know, so yeah, it's sort of we've got a problem with Islam. We've got a problem with the future. We can see where it's going. We can see the changes in England and why they want to change things, and we see the Christianity losing grip. Oh, what do you call them? Oh, what do you call them? Moses and Mary and what they're doing and kid in the schools. Nativity plays. We see the nativity plays, and we see all sorts of changes in our schools, which is really important to us.
Muslim ones.
Huh?
They're trying to do Muslim
Yeah, no,
ones.
and Inverness.
Aye.
I thought I seen that. I was talking about that the other night.
See, you know,
Link for a Mystic Media channel, folks. Yes, stick the link up there. Thank you. There's a link for Mystic Media, guys. Get on that.
Yeah,
You always know I send you the right
last time I
places.
seen them was September.
September.
Winter.
Yeah.
When we met him.
Yeah.
Him and his boy.
I'm loyal to my child. Whistling Dixie, if that's a question to me. My loyalty is with my child. Yeah, I believe that. Seago. No. Party. No. Who's that? Fortnite? Is that? No, mate. I wouldn't. Okay, yeah, John. It's something that you've got to get involved in yourself. It's something that you can do yourself, mate. You know what I mean? You've got to try and do something. You know, you got to speak to people, gather, get a group together, start with a WhatsApp group. You know, I don't know, find somebody that knows what they're talking about and get them to talk about it. Like I say, I travel in a lot of places and speak to a lot of people, and I'm always here. I'm always available. You know. Social housing, yeah, Londonderry. I know it's everybody's responsible for their own areas and looking after their own areas.
You ever spoken to Tommy Robinson? You haven't, have you?
No, no.
Is that Philip Gaga or something?
Philip Gaga, no, mate. You know, and like I say, I've got a lot of history behind me, and you know, as you know, I'm in the papers all the time. Shady past, as they say. So, you know what? You don't want to. The last thing some people need is to be photographed or videoed alongside Freedom Dad. Some people are wanting to go into politics and stuff like that, you know, which I totally understand. Tell me I'm wrong, Matt. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong, mate. I know. Is anybody listening to me? I would like a coffee. Does somebody make me a coffee, please?
Call the cat something. She'll be in a minute.
The cat's gone.
Right, Wendy. It's Mystic Media saying you have.
Yeah, definitely, Mystic Media. We're totally aware of that. 100%. 100%. What high profile media have interviewed you? I haven't been interviewed by anybody.
I have. I interviewed in TikTok.
What?
I'm on TikTok, Freedom Corner.
You interviewed me?
I remember.
That's a high profile.
There you go, man.
Yeah, well, I suppose, yeah. I've had like interviews by local our own patriots, but like I say, I'm not here to grow. I'm not here to, I'm here to get the word out. I'm here for you to do the hard work. I'm here just to do this. tell you what's happening, let you know that he's not going mad. It isn't misinformation. We aren't far right. We aren't racist. Don't just trying to keep pushing that out there that we're just patriots. And yes, we have a shitty past. And yes, brought up in working class. Lost my mum when I was 8. Went through care. Ended up in the Crumlin Road as 16, and yeah, had a good run at jails for a long time. Got 3 years when I was 16. I got 6 years when I was 18 and a half, and then I got 18 years, you know what I mean? So, I'm not here to be anybody other than just like yous that's able to do this, you know what I mean? I'm not here for ego, I'm not here to make money, I'm not here for fame, and I'm not here to be a politician. I'm just here chilling out with you guys, trying to work out the madness, trying to protect all our children, trying to come up with ideas of what to do. You going? You want to
Finish it.
I know, but if the coffee, ask if they'll make me a coffee. We're not paying attention. See, I'm meant to be. When will you bring 500 orange women to a parade in Dublin? Yeah, I'm not even allowed anymore. I was standing by the provost. Feeding Dad. The movie. Aye. Paz done an article on Ballymena earlier. Good. Paz is always on the ball with stuff like that. It does not matter about your past, Freedom Dad. You are our hero. Oh, thank you so much. Hi lad, just pay attention to this whole group of us. You are in good hands. Thank you, Quintona. Keeps us switched on and aware 100%. That's what it's about, but you've got to pass it on. It's like a pyramid scheme, guys. That's how it's working, you know what I mean? When you work for nothing, your righteous freedom, Dad, stay on the path of the Lord. Yes, but at the end of the day, guys, I don't do this on my own. I've got so many people to thank, so many people around me, so many names. You know, it's guys in here, Kendo. You know what I mean? Sam. Pinky. And obviously people close to me and around here. A lot of people don't want me shouting their names out and stuff like that. Bucket Kitten, Johnny, Sarah, and all the young team. You know what I mean? So yeah, I do okay. I'm well looked after, and yeah, it's just non-stop. What is your thoughts of the United Irishmen and their rebellion 200 years ago? Often overlooked part of our history. Sorry, both Protestants and Catholics. Yes, I know. United in the rebellion against the rulers. You see, this is something I don't do. I don't go into the past. The past is something. When we do go into the past, we need to look a wee bit back to understand what's coming and work out what's coming from what we know that's happened in the past. But we try not to go too far back because this is one of our problems. We keep going back into the past, and everybody's got their dates that they go back to. Some people on one side will go back to 1916, the uprising, and some people go right back to the famine. Some people go back to 1690, and but there's further times when you can go back even further whenever we weren't divided. You know what I mean? And it's just how you look at things. I think we should be looking forward. We should glance back at the past to make sure we get the future right, but we shouldn't be looking back at the past and analysing it or pointing fingers or looking for people to blame. It was a long time ago. None of us are responsible for what's happened in the past. You know, at the end of the day, even our grannies, our granddads, they're all gone. Most of them are all gone now, and most of our mums and dads are all gone now, and we're all sitting here with children and grandchildren. You know what I mean? So, we're just trying to do what's right for the future for our children. You know what I mean? Sinn Féin are anti-Catholic and anti-Protestant. I'm starting to think that, like, if we haven't got enough sons, then how are we going to fight? Yes, well, this is the fight, guys. This is the fight, Matt. Getting our sons, having more children. Exactly, Freedom Dad. Thank you, Patriotic Media. This is the fight we're having. Is to stop replacement. You know, telling our government we need more children. We need also that and like I was saying today, right? This is something that's controversial. Okay, I agree with you there, 100%. We should not look to the past. There's a bigger problem coming from the road, down the road for us all, yeah. But this is what I was saying today, and I was saying to the boys that were around me when I made the statement, I said, like, the two cap should be for people coming into this country, not for us. We should be allowed to have as many children as we want to grow our population, to grow the locals, to grow the natives. And the reason, my reasoning behind that is it's our mothers and fathers and grannies and granddads and great grannies and granddads that were in the First and Second World War, going right back, that built the foundations of this country. They built the social benefit system. They built NHS. They've done it so we could have a safe future, a comfortable future. And, they've done it so we could have social benefits to help us have children. That's the facts. That's what all our forefathers have fought and died for. And these people that are coming in, their mothers and fathers haven't, their grannies and granddads hadn't. They've had no input in our country. So why should they then be receiving benefits for over two children, where we are then allowed to be replaced? And as British Slaughter said today, we're taking money from the people that are working really hard, the people who've got the savings, the people are grafting, taking all their money, raising all their taxes, raising the ISIS and everything else, and putting all sorts of mad stuff for people who have the money so they can fund the replacement of themselves, and that's what people are saying. It's not me saying it. This is other YouTubers saying it, other content creators. They're saying this. This is what the government are doing. They're taking the money from the rich to pay for the benefits that they need to pay out. The amount of money now that we're going to be paying out for children that from people who have either just come into this country or have been here, and we've got second generation. And patriotic media covered it tonight quite excellently when she done her live down in Bangor, talking about the problem with second generation and the amount that second generation um, immigrants that have committed horrendous crimes in our country alone. You know what I mean? And we've got stats and polls and figures from other countries who show us that there's a problem with first and second and third generation. You know what I mean? It's not naturally, and as you would think, people just coming here and creating problems. But I can explain this. This is why it's like this. When they come here to begin with, they do not create problems, because if they created problems straight away, we would see the problems and we would go, whoa. So they come in, they integrate, they pay money to charity, they're paying, they're sponsoring football teams, they know what to do. They know that money talks. They know that money will, as you can see, try and silence us for criticizing them, Islamophobia laws and all the rest of it. That's all money. It's all coming from Qatar. It's all coming from Saudi Arabia. Really well funded. Muslim Brotherhood, Muslim Brotherhood, and the rest. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, where was that mistake? The calm before the storm, I think. So yeah, there. This is where I'm at. I always explain myself when I say I want an end of complete mass immigration, and people go, when you say that, you're far right or you're racist. Yeah, we need to take stock of what we've got. Like I say, we can't keep the flow going while trying to work out what's happened, what's gone wrong. We need a break. We need to say, listen, our NHS is crumbling, our mental health services are crumbling, our drug addiction services are crumbling, our prison officers, our prisons are overflowing. We have problems in society without anybody else coming in and creating any more problems. You know what I mean? And that's the situation we're in. Because Labour is looking for their votes, the quicker they get them into society, the quicker Labour can get their votes. So yeah, that's another thing, John, that we're trying to make our politicians aware. We are aware of that. We know what they're up to, and they have to stop them voting. It's like the two cap. Why would we pay them to come over to here and have as many children as they want, knowing that these children in the future are going to replace us? You know, it's the exact same theory that you can put in anything. This is our country. This is the country that our mothers and fathers and our grannies and granddads and great grannies and granddads have put everything into to build this country. You've got no right to come in here and be able to vote. Your mothers and fathers haven't built this country. You don't know enough about our culture. You can't make the decisions for the future of our children by just coming in as an asylum seeker. So no, there's no excuse for them to be voting. There's no need for them to be voting. We're good enough giving them asylum. We're good enough giving them benefits. We're good enough in most cases with the two-tier, the justice system, and with the NHS, where we're getting put to the back burner. Where we've seen that with the Gaza kids that they're bringing over. We've now got kids on the back burner because we're helping other kids from other countries. And yes, we all want to help kids, but we want to help our own kids. There's 55 Muslim countries around the world. Why are we bringing Gazan kids to here? What's wrong with all the other Muslim countries in it? You know, we're already under pressure. So it's just pressure on top of pressure on top of pressure, and they use your empathy. You're meant to feel sorry. And this is how England got so wrong. But it's empathy. The far left, they still use the far left. As you see with the video about the other day, you know, with the extremist Muslim who was speaking openly about extremism of Islam and how they use the left and how they promote us having abortions and all the rest of it, and they promote LGB because if boys are going with boys and girls are going with girls, and we're not, and we've got abortion laws where children are being unalived, you know what I mean? There's no other way to. It's absolutely horrific where we've gone with some of these laws that we've brought in, and like that extremist said, that's exactly what they want. We're destroying ourselves without any help from Islam, you know. And yeah, it's this is why we do it. This is why we do this. We talk about it. You know, it needs to be talked about. People need to know exactly what they say to their politicians. They need to say confidently, you know, don't care what you say. You know, we don't want digital ID. We don't want fucking facial recognition, and we don't want to be replaced in 25 years. You know what I mean? Some Muslim men have multiple wives and a lot of children, and getting paid for each one, obviously disgusting and wrong on so many levels. Yes, and that's nothing wrong with saying that. They don't deserve it. They're asylum seekers. We've opened our doors to them, even with the risk of what we know comes with it, you know. And that's enough. That's enough. They don't need anything else. You know, they don't need to be put first before our children. They don't need to be put first before any of our people, you know. You know, there was an article I wrote today. Quite a big article. I'll see if I can get it up. I'll let you maybe let you see it. Give me 2 seconds. Let's see if I can do this. I'm going to turn this mic off for a second. The one in the far left one. Glenn sent is it? Yeah, Canary. That's the one. Yep. Hey, you grab that, mate. Okay, let me have a look. No. Okay.
You see that?
Up high. I know where it is. No, I know where it is. So I'm going to let you hear this. Let me know if you can hear it all right on this. So this is an article that was put out today about us. Right. Later.
Bangor pastor blesses far-right killers. Most people might associate christenings with a distant, dull, and half-remembered enforced Sunday afternoon outing in childhood rather than as a platform for inciting holy war. But they do things differently in Bangor, north of Ireland. Pastor Mark Gordon of the Shiloh Christian Fellowship has used the occasion of welcoming a child to Jesus to bless the anti-immigrant and anti-Islam crusade of assorted far-right goons. The child in this case was the godson of citizen journalist and anti-immigrant bigot Freedom Dad, real name Mark Sinclair. You might expect those fleeing war and persecution, along with constantly maligned Muslims, to be precisely the type of people Jesus would most sympathize with, but not under this classically Northern Irish sectarian interpretation of the gospel. In this reading, the good pastor sees the enemy sending invaders into our land, into our nation to strip away everything of Christianity, to strip away everything of God and try to force us to bow down to a false God and to believe, Lord God, false doctrines. Bangor pastor told audience, thugs are fighting on your behalf. Also receiving the endorsement was far-right vigilante and animal abuser Neil Pinkerton, who has appeared in court charged with directing racist abuse at a delivery driver. He has repeatedly subjected animals to brutal abuse in blood sports. Though the courts have
He's
failed
never
to
been
hold him
convicted of
properly to
that.
account,
He's never been
he is known
convicted
to
of
be
that.
part of a network of patrols that roam the streets seeking to intimidate migrants in East Belfast. It appears Glenn Kane was also present at the Bangor gathering, infamous for his manslaughter conviction that stemmed from his role in the sectarian killing of Catholic man Kieran Abram in July 1992, who was kicked to death. Several other men are visible in the group of 8, who the
I know
Bangor
they'll
pastor
turn up.
tells the assembled audience are fighting your battle. They are fighting on your behalf. You may not necessarily agree with how they fight, but they are fighting on your behalf, on my behalf, and we have to acknowledge that.
Is that?
And whether you agree or not, that's
Yeah.
fine. Gordon
Yeah.
goes on to say they are suffering persecutions in so many different ways, presumably a reference to the relatively tentative steps the police have undertaken to go after a far-right, largely loyalist menace preying on the most vulnerable people in society. The blessing concluded with an apparently direct approval for their violent methods, with Gordon saying, I just pray that you, Father, would equip them with the armor of God and with the weaponry, Lord God, that can bring down the strongholds of the enemy, and that you, Lord God, can set our nation free from the lies and the evil that is Islam. In the name of Jesus, may your blessing rest upon all of these guys. Thank you, Lord. Amen. Bangor pastor, Mohicans, glue sniffing, and Jesus emerging from a plastic sheet. The praise for vicious thugs didn't go down well with all Christians.
So yeah, guys, that was at the christening of my godson where we were blessed. What's that? Yeah, and they've attacked us all, you know what I mean, and you know, calling us all far right and racist and all the rest of it. So it's okay, guys are there. So yeah, it's constant. It's constant. You know, anything we do, it's constant. And yes, you know, we put a lot of stuff out, and you know, this is part of what we get, and it's good to show you. And people would say, well, don't put anything out. Why? Why would Freedom Dad change the way he does things just because they're attacking me? Because you know why they're attacking me. And the attacks, you need to see the attacks. You need to see what we're up against. You know what I mean? This is Bill. I watched The Blessing, and it was far from what. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, 100%. If it rains or freezes, I believe in the plastic Jesus writing on the dashboard of my car. Good, mate. Good. But yeah, everybody will get attacked around Freedom Dad. You see what's going on, and this is it's prolonged. It's prolonged. It's well thought of. There's think tanks. There's lots of people involved. There's truthers, patriots, as we call them now, working alongside the police and the newspapers. And that's, you know, and we're very grateful. It's a very small minority. Like I say, 99.9% are behind Freedom Dad and the Freedom Dad team, and anybody involved on the outskirts of the Freedom Dad team, and any other patriots like Patriotic Media, and all the work the guys are doing in all the areas. And I'll shout them all out: Ballymena, you know, Northtown, Newton Abbey, Glengormley, Shankill Village, Sandy Row, Donegal Pass, East Belfast, Londonderry, Coleraine, Portadown, Lurgan. Oh, am I standing over?
No.
That's all the places I know where people are working very hard to bring awareness to the population in their area. You know, what's that? Yeah. Yeah, I know, James. It's like they don't stop. Sure, I'm the biggest tout, but we're all touts. You know what I mean? It's, you know, we're everything that you would want to be called when you do this. The church leaders need to be coming out and standing up. Yes, we will be. I'll speak to you about that. Look, we'll get the weekend over at Patriotic Media because we want to bring you. Well, obviously, we need everybody on the same page, and we've got some ideas about that. And I'm glad you're on the same page. I've noticed you're on the same page, so it's going to be pretty easy. I think, you know, if we had another 10 of you, you know, life would be sorted for us in Northern Ireland. Freedom Dad is just special agent. Here's me. Looking like fuck all the readers. I'm actually getting photographs taken next to the writings on the wall now. You know, I've had people saying to me, "Can I get my photograph taken next to that?" You know, Freedom Dad is what was it? It says again. Fucking, I can't even remember. You know, so much. Freedom Dad is.
A legend.
What-
Legend.
what's the other one say? It's Freedom Dad is special branch
No,
agent,
MI.
MI5 agent.
We can't see the 5 because
Yep.
somebody's standing in front of it.
Yes,
It's
so
an MI.
I didn't think people would want to get photographed with me next to these fucking things, you know what I mean? So, but I think they're just worried about them coming down and they want to be part of whatever, you know, which is fair enough. I think it's quite mental, like that, you know, and it's quite funny that I'm prepared to stand there in front of these things. And, you know, I don't think, like I say, I've had close to 1,000 followers join me on Facebook, and my followers has went up on YouTube and TikTok. And yeah, buy me a coffees. He's been really generous with buying me a coffees. You know, and I don't think they reckoned that they were going to get this outcome. I imagined in their heads, we know what they're up to. We know what they're up to. I'm not going to mess about. So I am the net guys. That will all come clear shortly. Community leaders sitting down would be good. Yeah, that's everything that we're trying to do. Freedom Dad, Freedom Dad, were you in Mission Impossible 5? I love that movie. You know, I told her like about like Michael Caine, like the sequel away. The sequel left. Coffees I sent you were for Lucky. Freedom Dad, girl, don't worry, Lucky gets. Yeah, no sweat, mate, no problem at all. Doing something right, then Freedom Dad annoying the right people. Yeah, definitely annoying the right people. All the parties on the left have turned far. All the parties on the left have turned far right, and I'm starting to notice most of them are old people, some on walkers and mobility scooters. They're mad. Any comments on there about me? I want to reply to them. Right, it's been a good listen tonight, but I gotta get to bed. Night Freedom Dad and chat. What time you at, Silver Fox? It's only 20 to 12. Is Seagull gone? No. Fuck's sake, man. I want a fag. I'm still here. See, man. I'm going to skip, folks. Right, Galloway. Good night, mate. We're just going to rack on. You know what I mean? We'll go for another wee.
You want to get a fag now? Bump my gums.
Yeah, you can bump your gums. I'm gonna, out of respect to one of my most loyal, and anybody that ever has a problem with anything I do online, you tell me.
Right, good, please. Right, moderators keep an eye out.
Let me get something for you to put that up again.
That's alright, I'll just switch that off.
Oh, here.
I can
No,
do
no, no, keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling, bro. Get the subs in. Live for Freedom Dad.
And I'm not even the right TikTok.
Huh? No, shut it, yeah. Maybe it's not right TikTok. Wait, are you putting it on the Freedom Dad, like? Right.
Oh, I think I've messed it up. I can't have. Right, so, any questions for me? I've got a wee secret, don't tell FD, but I got a burqa and I'm going to put it on tomorrow. I'll just put it in my wee rucksack.
John, you can jump in if you want. Let me see.
Listen, that's saying drop dead, laughing.
You're up there laughing. He's like funny. Jump in this screen.
No, I'm looking at the screen. I've got a face for radio. Is the sceptical one in? Shout, oh, there's her just message WhatsApp there. So she has. Do the church get controlled by the government as and leaders? Probably. Depends what church you're talking about. You get one that's full of dirty beasts, and then you get another one that's full of repudiates, but they're all the same. The only code that right, somebody help me here. I'm not too used to this. Right, so who's going tomorrow? Put a thumbs up if you're going into Belfast City tomorrow. No, no thumbs up. Fuck, look at more people on my TikTok. Oh, this is are all laughing. Reggie's mate of Scotland getting into World Cup. Last time I seen Scotland in the World Cup, I was 8-year-old and I was in Spain. Many moons ago. Yes, if you're watching this, we'll WhatsApp you back. Right, Lazam? The Dane numbers tomorrow, mate. I know a few boys in London, a couple of lads, they put a couple of flyers out about tomorrow.
Sinn Féin are absolute traitors, Frank.
No comment. I will tell her. She just mailed me on WhatsApp.
How's that?
Milsha. I think she's in the hospital today.
What? Was she?
Right. I'm going to go and then I'll tell you what she says.
Okay. Scotland need to bring Annie McCoist out of retirement. Last in, first out. Last in, first away, Fila.
I would have my fucking heat, mate.
That's a bit loud, mate.
I know.
1998. I don't know, mate. You could be right there, was it? Skeptical one. John, what's the difference between a buffalo and a bison? A bison? Go for it.
Mine's hornier. Oh, it's got bigger horns.
I'm not going to attempt it, like.
Is mine not for American or one for Canada?
I think it's a joke. Do tell, yes, we're all waiting. You can't watch your hands in a buffalo. Get it? Right? A basin. A basin.
Alright.
I could take a wee. Yeah, it's fucking late, mate.
That's
No,
what
mate.
this week's
Fucking-
now.
no, it's
Take
11:45.
There's Mr. London.
Mr. Blonde's in the house.
Yeah. American.
Hello, Mr. Blonde. A basin, yes. Freedom not read this out loud.
That's what. 8 o'clock.
Translate a seal pushed me to French. Aye. Time for a Bushmills. I'm not a whiskey man.
There's your shirt, is it? Or
I should
unless
check.
you're going
Or
to
should I mailed you today, love. I should check in the house.
Is she in?
Yes, I should check.
Tell her listen to messages once we come off this.
Yeah, we'll catch up with the messages once we come off. I should check. John's right here next to me. Everybody's saying over there. I should check. Hit the like on all in the chat. Thank you guys. Yeah. Everything helps. Everything helps. Yeah, we hope you're good. I should check. We're always here for you, you know that. So we'll be getting the battery packs charged up tonight, guys. Getting the equipment all ready. I'm sitting here with my phone leaning up against something. As you can see, with half the fucking table in the way. AP Audits just uploaded another homeless video of anyone. If anyone is interested, yeah, we'll catch that. Well, maybe not catch that till Sunday. So we've got. Right, so we have disruption. Belfast Telegraph. It's for anybody that doesn't know. It's one of our main daily papers. Disruption expected as loyalist parades and pro-Palestine protests set to coincide in Belfast. And that's from Callum NI on TikTok. If anybody wants to follow Callum NI on TikTok, he's a good TikToker, guys, and I recommend him. Anybody I recommend, you can guarantee that they're good patriots. Mr. Blonde, cheers, friends. Hope all's had a good week. Yeah, busy. It's always busy here. So it is, Mr. Blonde. Always non-stop. You shared it? Good man. Yeah, we're always non-stop. Breathe. I see what I do. What's happening? Any of them headers on?
Yeah.
Any of the dissidents? Wait till you see the two-tier policing tomorrow. Yeah, we'll be keeping an eye on the police tomorrow. That's where the focus will be, guys. We'll be watching the police. Stuff like that. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on more, guys. So, things might be a bit sketchy with the lives, so you need to bear with me. Wait till you see it. Got that. Exactly, London Day. So, yeah, how many's in? 113. Lucky for some.
Seen Bangor Main Court is meant to close to asylum seekers early next year.
Yeah, they're all closing.
Yeah.
That's what the
That's
government.
old news then.
Well, it's only we've known that the government have told us that they're shutting all the they're shutting all the hotels. So it's not news really. We knew it was coming. Yeah. Freedom Dad is flat out like Nesbitt leaving that hotel. That's what they want, James. Paddy Steins seem to do whatever they like. Wonder if CJ will be out. CJ will be out. They're trying to cause. Yep, they are. Coming to a street near you.
Come to a doorstep near you.
Got to go. Oh, thanks for the live Freedom Dad. No problem. I'm going myself anyway. We're going to get the head down, so we're fresh for the mark. I'm going to get everything charged up here, so I am, and yeah. The protest tomorrow, Sandy Road tomorrow, guys, at 12:30, and then we've got the Pink Ladies at 1 o'clock. That's a good one. Oh my god. I've actually seen that time.
Come to a doorstep near you.
Yep. Pink Ladies at 1 o'clock. There's an Israeli demo, I think, at the side of City Hall. There's the normal flag protest that goes on every Saturday. I think it's linking up with the other guys that are doing the Boyne Bridge walk. And what else have we got? Then we've got the Palestinians marching tomorrow as well. Right, 40 pants. Yeah, I'm going to wrap it up for 12, I think. What time is it now? 5 minutes. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up, guys. It is getting that time of night. A lot of people got to get up early in the morning. A lot of stuff to get ready. Nate, thank you for the giggles. Yeah, it's a good community. Thank you for the community, guys. It's you that make the community. I had to sit here and wrap it on. Try and answer your questions as best I can, as fairly as I can, and always honestly. And not everybody agrees, but that's unfortunate. That's not my problem. They need to catch up. We aren't telling lies. We aren't fucking scaremongering. It's all there, guys. If you can fact check everything. Be safe. God bless. See you all soon. Yeah, so just want to say good night to you all. United Houses. Polar. Good night, mate. Was I know where he's just going to want was on the phone to the wife. She was got it that she can't make it. Pitchwork Media, yes, see you tomorrow.
She can always watch it live, can't she?
I'll give you a message if you want to meet up with the troops. God bless Freedom Dad, John, and everyone. Have a great day tomorrow and be safe. Good night. Good night, and all Freedom Dad. Thank you, Seco. Thank you, Bernie.
Night,
Leslie.
stay safe, Patriots.
Who? Space? Who was it? Number
Say
55.
Stay safe, Patriots.
Yeah, stay. John saying stay safe, Patriots. Sean, a lot of the Garda in Ireland are leaving for Australia. Yeah, like everyone else is. So good night, Sean. Good night, Dawn. Good night, Gary Belfast. Matt. Good to have you in, mate. Whistling Dixie. That flag was never going up. I know, mate. You're right. Good night, dear mate. Ali Bo, good night. Ragnar, thanks for coming in. Ornell Disgruntled one. Always good to see you, bro. Oh, good. Weaver Bungers, thank you for the work you put in as a moderator. Skeptical one, thank you, mate. Seago, good night. Mr. Blonde, good night, bro. And we will be coming live tomorrow night. Has a wee recap of the day. You know, God willing, everything goes okay and there's no violence.
Peace be upon us.
Peace be upon us, and protection of God for all patriots tomorrow. So John Connor, Ali Bo, Seago, Space Cadet. Good night, mate. Yes, we'll get up tomorrow morning. There'll be messages thrown back and forth, Patriot Media, so everybody knows where we're meeting and stuff like that, and so we all understand. All the citizen journalists can make sure we're all in the right spots and we all know what we're doing, sort of thing. I think that's the best way to do it. Work as a team.
Who are you, Faye?
Who?
All
right. So guys, yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you all again for coming in to the Freedom Dance channel.
See that?
We're going to be the biggest channel in Northern Ireland. So we are.
Yeah, scam.
And nobody's going to stop us. So stay on board for the roller coaster ride that is the Freedom Dance channel. And remember to subscribe. Remember, it's free. It doesn't cost you nothing. And there's no adverts. 404 not found. Later all. Londonderry, good night. Matt, good night. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up, guys. And hopefully I'll see quite a lot of you tomorrow.
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks. Good night. And as always, God bless.